Hello everybody, welcome back to Anantalakshmi Academy. I am Anantalakshmi. As told in the earlier video, we are going to discuss the continuation of exercise 9.2 problems. In the earlier video, we have covered the first 3 problems, and today we are going to start with the rest of the problems, the fourth one. Alright, so let me get started with this problem. So here it is given that a triangle ABC, look at the figure, ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 3 centimeters. Given that the radius is 3 centimeters. Okay. Such that the segments BD and DC, into which BC is divided by the point of contact D, are of length 9 centimeters and 3 centimeters. Okay, the radius, when it is going to touch the bottom side of the triangle, it is going to divide BD into 9 centimeters and 3 centimeters. They are asking us to find AB and AC. Alright. Okay, so let's get started with the solution. What is given for us? What is given? Given radius of a circle is equal to 3 centimeters. BD is equal to 9 centimeters and DC is equal to 3 centimeters. This is what we know. Okay. Now let us look at the figure and try figuring out what do we know and what can we derive from this. So here if I join this, let me call it as a point P. What is this? This is also radius. If you look here, this is 3 centimeters, this is also 3 centimeters, this is 3 centimeters, and this will definitely be equal to, as this is a line parallel to OD, this is also is going to be 3 centimeters. Always? Alright, so let us write OP is equal to OD is equal to DC is equal to CP is equal to 3 centimeters. What does this indicate? In a polygon, all the 4 sides are equal. In a quadrilateral, all the 4 sides are equal. What does that indicate? It's a rhombus. All the 4 sides are equal, which implies, what is it? OPCD is a rhombus. But what do we know? The angle between the radius and the point of contact is 90 degrees, which is angle ODC. Angle ODC is equal to 90 degrees. When you know that, that is a rhombus and one of the angle is 90 degrees, what does it become? That becomes a square, which implies OPCD is a square. Now, in a square, all the angles are 90 degrees. So this angle C is also equal to 90 degrees. In a square, all the angles are 90 degrees, which implies angle C is equal to 90 degrees. Now, look at the triangle ABC. Angle C is right angle. So the triangle becomes right angle triangle. That implies triangle ABC is a right angled triangle. Okay, now that we know that the triangle is right angled, but we don't know what is AB and what is AC. Let us try figuring that out. But if you look at BC, is this not a tangent to the circle? Yes, BC is a tangent, AB is a tangent. So AC is also a tangent. So these are all the tangents. What do we know about the tangents? Tangents drawn from an external point. The lengths of the tangents drawn from the external point are equal. So let us write the same. We know the lengths of tangents drawn from an external point are equal. So from B, if I consider this point as, say for suppose Q, from B, BQ is equal to BD, isn't it? So BQ is equal to BD is equal to 9 centimeters. Now, CD is equal to CP is equal to 3 centimeters. CD is equal to CP is equal to 3 centimeters. But from A, we don't know this length, right? On both the sides, we do not know. So, let us consider this as X. So, that becomes AQ is equal to AP is equal to X centimeters. So, let AQ is equal to AP is equal to X centimeters. Now you know this is also 9. This is X. Look at the triangle now. From the right angle triangle, if we are to figure out any side, how do we do that? Using Pythagoras theorem, right? So, using Pythagoras theorem, what does it say? Hypotenuse square AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square. What is AB square? AB is BQ plus AQ, which is 9 plus X or X plus 9 whole square is equal to BC is 9 centimeters plus 3 centimeters. 9 plus 3 whole square plus AC is X centimeters and 3 centimeters, which is X plus 3 whole square. Alright, so let us simplify this. Expanding the formula, x square plus 9 square 81 plus 2 9s are 18x plus 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 square is 144 plus x square plus 9 plus 2 3s are 6x. X square gets cancelled. 6 I am trying to bring that here. That becomes 18x minus 6x is equal to 144 plus 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. So this becomes 153 minus 81. I am sending the other side, 81. So 18x minus 6x is 12x is equal to 3 minus 1, 2. 15 minus 8 is 7. X is equal to 72 by 12, which is 6 centimeters. Isn't it? 12 6 are 72. What are we supposed to figure out? AB and AC. What is AB? Therefore, AB is equal to X plus 9, which is 6 plus 9, 15 centimeters. Isn't it? Now, what is the other side we are supposed to figure out? AC, which is X plus 3. That is 6 plus 3 is equal to 9 centimeters. Alright, that is about problem number 4. Let's look at the next problem. So here we have the fifth problem. Let me read out the problem for you. Right from here, all the problems are geometrical constructions. Alright, so draw a circle of radius 6 centimeters. Okay, first draw a circle of radius 6 centimeters from a point 10 centimeters away from its center. Construct the pair of tangents to the circle and measure their lengths. Verify by using Pythagoras theorem is what is being asked. So, as I told you, these are all geometrical constructions. The first thing which we need to do while doing the geometrical constructions is to draw a rough diagram. Okay, so let me draw a rough diagram. First, we need to draw a circle of 6 centimeters radius from a point 10 centimeters away. So this distance is 10 centimeters. This might be, let me name this as P. Okay, now how do we draw tangents? We draw a perpendicular bisector for the line OP. How do we draw a perpendicular bisector? With more than half the length, more than half, you need to draw two arcs here, upside and downside, from point P and from point O. That way we will get a perpendicular bisector. Alright, now let us call this the point of intersection of the perpendicular bisector and the line as M. With PM or MO as radius, let us draw a circle. This circle is going to intersect the first circle at two different points. Let us name them as A and B. Now join PA and PB. These are the required tangents. Now that we have constructed the tangents, measure their lengths PA and PB. What is PA? Generally by the theorem, what does it say? It say from a point external to it, whatever the tangents we draw, they are equal in length. Okay, so PA should be equal to PB, and the same we need to prove using the Pythagoras theorem as well. Okay, so that is about the rough diagram. So let us jump into the actual diagram. Okay, that will be more or less the same. So what is the first thing we need to do? Draw a circle of radius 6 centimeters. Okay, done. Now, from a point 10 centimeters away, let us name this as P. Draw the perpendicular bisector with more than half of the radius, okay, length. Now this is the perpendicular bisector. Let us name this point as M. With PM or MO as radius, draw a circle. Okay, you need to draw this with compass. I am just doing it with marker, so the shape may vary. Now this is going to intersect at A and B. Let us join those 2 points. PA and PB are the required tangents. Alright. So since we are dealing with construction, we need to write steps of construction. What is the first step? Draw a circle with center O and 6 centimeters as radius. Okay, we have drawn a circle with center O, the radius as 6 centimeters. Next, point 2, what have we done? We located a point which is 10 centimeters away from O. From O, draw a line which is 10 centimeters away and name the point as P. Or you could write it as draw OP whose length is equal to 10 centimeters from the center O. Alright, anyway, it's fine. Next, point number 3, what did we do? Draw perpendicular bisector for OP and name the point as M. This one. Okay. Now, step number 4. With PM, name the point is nothing but point of intersection. Okay. Of OP and perpendicular bisector. Okay. The point of intersection of OP and perpendicular bisector is M. With the PM or MO as radius, draw a circle. The circle intersects the existing circle at A and B. Okay. Now, join PA and PB. These are required tangents. Alright. These are our required tangents. Now that we have drawn the tangents, verify by using Pythagoras theorem. You need to measure the lengths. PA is equal to how much and PB is equal to how much. Okay, once this construction is done, PA is equal to this, PB is equal to this, you have to write, because I cannot measure. I do not have the equipment which runs on the board. So please do it by yourself. Now I'll let you know how to do it by verifying the Pythagoras theorem. So verification. How do we verify this? If you see this forms a right angle triangle. Or if you remember the formula directly, we have length of the tangent. Length of the tangent L is equal to under root of d square minus r square. D is distance 10 square. R is what? The radius. Radius is how much? 6 centimeters. 6 square. that is 100 minus 36 under root of 64, which is 8 centimeters. So the length of the tangent is 8 centimeters. So if you measure PA and PB, it should also be equal to 8 centimeters. Whatever the thing which we have derived by using Pythagoras theorem and the one which you have geometrically constructed should be equal. PA is equal to PB is equal to 8 centimeters. Alright, that is when it is ensured that whatever you have done or constructed is right. Or if you don't remember this formula, you can just do it this way. Join OA, that becomes the radius, and we know that the angle between the point of contact, the tangent and the radius is 90 degrees. So that way this becomes right angle triangle, wherein one side you don't know. Using Pythagoras theorem also you can define it. Alright. So that is about problem number 5. Let's look at the next problem. So here we have the problem number 6. So let me read it out for you, wherein we are asked to construct a tangent to a circle of radius 4 centimeters. So there is a circle of 4 centimeters from a point on the concentric circle of radius 6 centimeters. Concentric circles are nothing but when a circle lies within a circle with the same center, they are known to be as concentric circles. So here we have two circles, one is 4 centimeters and the other is 6 centimeters. So which one is going to lie outside? Obviously the higher radius one, which is 6 centimeters is the bigger circle, 4 centimeters is the smaller circle. And measure its length. Also verify the measurement by actual calculation. Alright, so as I told you, these are all geometrical constructions. Let's look at the rough diagram first. Initially we are supposed to construct a circle of 4 centimeters radii, and then there is one more circle with 6 centimeters radii. This is 6 and this is 4. Okay, now from a point on the concentric circle, let us consider this as the point OP. From here, how do we construct a tangent? By drawing the perpendicular bisectors. Let us draw the perpendicular bisector, and with this as the radius, we are going to construct one more circle A, B. This is going to be our tangent PA. PA and PB, we have two tangents here. Two tangents here, but they just asked to construct one tangent only. Construct a tangent, right? So one tangent is fine, and they are asking us to verify the measurement. PA is equal to how much, and using the Pythagoras theorem you have to define it. Write it in the problem. All right, that is about rough diagram. Let's go to the actual diagram. Okay, first we have a center, 4 centimeter circle, 6 centimeter circle. From a point, okay, let me name this as C1, C2. C2 is the bigger circle. Okay, PO. We are going to draw perpendicular bisector for PO and name the point of intersection of the perpendicular bisector and this as M. See, I'm just drawing this in as I do not have the exact measurements. The perpendicular bisector may fall inside the circle or outside the circle also. I'm just drawing it by vague measurements, okay? So with PM or MO as radius, I'm going to construct one more circle which is dividing it in two different points intersecting the existing circle. Join PA and that is the required tangent. Alright. So how geometrical construction this is, so we need to write steps of construction. Steps of construction. First one, from a point O, draw a circle C1 with radius 4 centimeters. Next point, from the same point O, draw one more circle C2 with radius 6 centimeters. Okay. Locate P on, P need not be here. just for my drawing comfort, I took it here. If you want to take somewhere here, 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 anywhere, it is fine. Okay. Locate P on C2 and join OP. Point number 4. Draw perpendicular bisector for OP. Fifth point, with PM or MO as radius. Here you need to write point M, the point of intersection of perpendicular bisector and OP or PO is M. With PM or MO as radius, draw a circle which intersects C1 at A and B. Alright, join PA and write PA is equal to how much ever you get. Once the construction part is done, how much ever PA you got by measuring it with the scale, just write it off here. And verify the measurement by actual calculation. PA, that is done. Verification, Pythagoras theorem. Let me do it here. So, verification part. How do we verify this? Earlier I have told you in the formula method, no? So, join OA. OA is nothing but the radius of the inner circle, which is 4 centimeters. OP is nothing but the radius of the bigger circle, which is 6 centimeters. How do you get the length of the tangent? So here this is a right angle between the tangent and the radius of the circle. So right angle is this, hypotenuse is this, opposite side is this. Triangle OAP is right angle triangle. Right angle at A. Okay, what is the hypotenuse then? OP square is equal to OA square plus AP square. But AP is what we need to figure out. That is the length of the tangent. So AP or PA is equal to under root of OP square minus OA square. Which is, what is OP? 6 square. What is OA? 4 square. 36 minus 16, which is 0. 3 minus 1 is 2. 20. 4 5s I can write. So this goes as 4 into 5 now. Under root of 4 is 2 root 5. AP is equal to 2 root 5. If you know the value of root 5, you can substitute it as 2.732 some value and do the multiplication and write it over there. Alright. So that is about problem number 6 of exercise 9 point. So here we have the problem number 8. So let us look at this. In a right angle triangle, ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay, this is a right angle. With side AB as the diameter of the circle. We have a circle enclosed and AB is being the diameter of the circle, which is drawn to intersect AC in P. This circle is intersecting the hypotenuse in P. Now prove that the tangent which is drawn to the circle PQ bisects the side BC. Bisecting means divides it into half. So as there is a point Q, BQ is equal to QC is what we are supposed to prove. Okay, let us quickly write what is given for us. What is given? ABC is a right angle triangle. AB is diameter of circle. PQ is the tangent, isn't it? And that is also given, right? These two angle symbols are equal, meaning QPC. Angle QPC is equal to angle QCP. What are we supposed to prove? Required to prove is nothing but PQ bisects BC, meaning BQ is equal to QC. That is what we are supposed to prove. So let's look at the proof section. Here, if you look at the tangent PQ, you have a point Q which is outside the circle. And from here, we know that the length of the tangents drawn from an external point are equal. So that QP is equal to BQ, isn't it? So let us write the same. So we know lengths of tangents drawn from an external point are equal, meaning BQ is equal to QP. Let us consider this as equation number 1. Now, here if you look at the triangle PQC, two of the angles are equal, isn't it? When two of the angles are equal, we consider that as an isosceles triangle. Given here, we already proved that, right? QPC is equal to, that's what we wrote. Angle QPC is equal to angle QCP. So, also given, so when two angles are equal, QPC is a isosceles triangle. What is the property for an isosceles triangle? When the triangle is isosceles, the sides opposite to the equal angles are equal. That implies the sides opposite to equal angles are equal. When this is an isosceles triangle, this is the property we have. Let us utilize the same. So angle, what is that? Angle QPC is equal to angle QCP. Let us consider the first side which is opposite to angle QPC, which is nothing but QC is equal to, what is the side opposite to this? PQ or QP. Okay, QP or PQ. Let us consider this as equation 2. In the first equation we have QP is equal to BQ. Here QP is equal to QC. So from 1 and 2, what can we write? Both of them are equal to QP. So BQ is equal to QC. BQ is equal to QC. Is that what we are supposed to prove? Yes. That implies, therefore, PQ bisects BC. Hence, proved. Alright, that is about problem number 8. Let us look at the next problem. Here we have the last problem of exercise 9.2, which is the 9th problem. So let me read that out for you. Draw a tangent to a given circle with center O from a point R outside the circle. So we need to draw our circle with center O and a tangent from point R outside the circle. How many tangents can be drawn to the circle from that point? From that point, how many ever you can draw is what is the question. The distance of the 2 points to the point of contact is same. Okay, looking at the hint itself, and as for how many ever tangents we have constructed, whatever the experience we have from our all these exercise problems, the geometrical construction problems, the 5 problems, it's just that from a point outside the circle, how many tangents did we able to draw? PA and PB, 2 tangents only, no? That's what we are supposed to prove. So draw a circle first with center O, and with how much ever distance you want, take a point R. Okay, and now draw the perpendicular bisector for RO. Name this as M, and with RM or MO as radius, construct circle which divides the existing circle at 2 different points. The same process. Join RA, RB. How many tangents were you able to draw? 2 tangents from a point external to it. Now write the steps of construction as usual. How much ever with the distance you take, as usual you have written in the earlier problems. Okay, steps of constructions, I am leaving it to you guys now for this simple problem. So how many tangents were you able to draw? So write it down. We can draw two tangents from a point external to the circle, from a point R external to the circle. Okay, that is about this video. The exercise 9.2 we finished in this video. In the coming up videos, I'll be covering the next exercise, which is exercise 9.3. No, sorry, 9.3. Even before that, I request you guys to please go through the concept, whatever the theory part that was there, even before exercise 9.3. And there are a couple or three examples, I believe. Please go through them so that you will get an idea on how to solve those problems. All right. Till then, if you like my explanation, please do like, share, and subscribe to Anantalakshmi Academy. Also, please pass it on to your 10th classmates or 10th class relatives if you have any. All right. That's about it. So keep watching Anantalakshmi Academy. Thank you.